Hey guys, welcome back to another video. I hope you guys are having a great day. Today we need to answer some very critical and important questions that have been floating around the Twitter sphere, especially the one talking about how Bitcoin might be running out of fuel and this rally is not going to be making it to its all-time high. Now there is some concerns and I understand why those concerns are being risen, and the simple answer is whenever Bitcoin likes to consolidate for a long period of time, such as what we are experiencing right now, it's been about 10 days where we've been consolidating close to the price of 104 and 103,000. This is going to cause a little bit of panic. Now on the other end, there is a lot of questions being asked about Dogecoin as well, because if you pay attention, Dogecoin keeps retesting its previous support. Now this support being tested so many times raises a concern that maybe one time we're going to break below and actually go and retest close to 20 cents. But on the other end, if you pay attention to this, based on the pricing bands, key support for Bitcoin sits at 98,000, while the major resistance is actually close to 117,000. So currently what we are experiencing is not a resistance, it's more like a lot of short-term traders actually taking profit. And as they're taking profit, there is a lot of ETF purchases that are coming in. That's why the market drops to 101k, but very quickly it's able to recover. On the other end, Dogecoin is up 47% in 1 month. How high can it go? While Dogecoin eyes a 35 cent as well, accumulation signals a bull flag breakout. I mean, yesterday I showed you how just in the last 7 days, one new wallet that was created has purchased nearly 4 billion Doge. And Tajikistan launches a crypto exchange to tap into the global markets. Let's just say the Middle East is trying extremely hard to get ahead when it comes to the crypto game. And Eric Trump's crypto push, accumulate Bitcoin and replace the Swift. There's a lot to cover today. Before we get into it, I just want to quickly mention, if you guys are here for the first time, you want more videos like this, you want to stay up to date with the latest and the greatest news, make sure you subscribe and turn on your notifications so you don't miss out on these greatest news. And while there, drop a like on the video. Let's go for a like goal of 79. We've been smashing every single one, so you guys are legends. It just helps the YouTube algorithm push the video out to more people, so more people are up to date with everything, and let's just say the market can perform a lot better. Now let's talk about Dogecoin. There is some critical things which are happening. Now first of all, where we're sitting currently when I'm making this video is at 21 cents at 21.7 cents, which is being tested 4 times just in the last 7 days, which is good because there is a very strong support that is around this area where a lot of traders must have set their limit orders, and especially the buy orders, and you can see that we usually recover very quickly. But what is a little concerning is if we do fall down, where are we going to be falling down to? And the simple answer is there is going to be a huge support that's sitting close to 20 cents. From here where we are currently, that would be another decline of about 10%, which I'm very certain a lot of you do not want to see, but it will be heavily dependent on the way Bitcoin is going to perform. The only way Dogecoin is going to go down and retest at 20 cents is if Bitcoin actually falls down to 98,000, which is the previous support that I just talked about. This is a very key support that Bitcoin holds, and if that support is able to be held for a long period of time, the simple answer is, let's just say, Dogecoin will be able to also hold 20 cents. Another thing that is very interesting is Dogecoin is up 47% in the last 30 days, conducting the whale purchase of over 1 billion Doge. Analyst Kevin says Doge has made a nice move to the upside and maintains a strong technical structure even on a pullback. Now that should give you perspective how strong the Dogecoin market is. And if you just pay attention to the open interest, well, it's sitting at 1.1 billion, which is still very good compared to the pre-pump that we had. And let's just say the long traders have taken a little bit of profit as it dropped from 72% to about 70.8. The liquidations in the last 24 hours have been hit hard when it comes to the long liquidations, and the Bitcoin is sitting still at close to 31 billion. Another thing that's interesting is this. President Trump says he's willing to travel to China for trade talks with Jinping. Now, if this happens, this would be a game changer. First of all, meeting in Switzerland made a huge difference to the entire crypto market. We were able to see the rally because they were able to come to a trade decision where China is going to charge about 10% and America is going to charge 30%. But if Trump actually goes to China, the chances of this completely demolishing and, coming to a free trade would be much higher. And Nvidia, an OpenAI partner with UAE, to help build one of the world's biggest AI data centers. And let's just say UAE is trying extremely hard to be the leader when it comes to anything relating to AI or crypto, because they definitely know that oil was the previous, and now the next one is going to be everything relating to the data. While Senator Bill says the Senate will make history next by passing crypto stable legalization. Now, if this happens, let me give you perspective. I feel like a lot of people don't understand how significant this will be, because if this goes through, this is going to definitely make history, because stablecoins are going to be more legalized and it's not going to be something that people are using on the back end. And if it's more legal, it's going to be allowing people to invest more money into the crypto market, which overall is going to give a lot more clear indication in terms of what the crypto market is capable of. And let's just say, what does it mean for investors? Stablecoin exists, are legal, but else is there. How are they making history? And let's just say Grok answered it very well. Stablecoins are legal but operate without clear US rules, causing uncertainty. Now, the Genius Act up for Senate vote on the 19th of May, which is just in about 2 days, aims to regulate them, ensuring reserves and consumer protection. For investors, this could boost the trust and adoption, potentially stabilizing the market. However, skeptics like you question its impact, and if the bill lacks the teeth or fail, it may change a little. Cryptics also worry about the weak anti-money laundering measures or stiffening innovation. The history-making claim a real effect depends on the final law. Overall, this gives you perspective that if stablecoins are able to be more legal, it's just going to have more consumer protection and more legitimacy is probably the right word to use it. And 5 trillion asset manager Fidelity says Bitcoin may see another all-time high before the end of this cycle. And the cycle ends by the end of 2025. If you guys don't know, I mentioned how the bull market is doing extremely well, but it will come to an end by the end of 2025. And Fed and FDIC withdraw crypto asset guidance for banks. So banks now have a lot more openness to be able to deal with crypto. And on the other end, crypto millionaire exit plan. Do you need one as Bitcoin is touching the fresh? I mean, one thing I feel like a lot of people forget is crypto holders hold for too long. I feel like, people say you need to be able to hold, but I feel like a lot of people have a problem of holding for too long. So coming up with the exit plan is extremely important. I'm not going to tell you when it should be, but personally, I would hope for Bitcoin to hit 150,000. And at that time, if any of the altcoins have exploded, probably taking a little bit of healthy profit would be a good idea. And Bezo Group announces plan to acquire 1 billion Bitcoin. So there is more big firms which are getting involved with crypto. And President Trump executive director says crypto is the next generation of finance. Now that's huge, and it's kind of true because this is the easiest way to transfer your money. And stable reserves on Binance remain range bound between 30 billion and 34 billion, a sign that investors are still cautious and holding off on rotating into crypto. So there is a little bit of uncertainty between them as well. And finally, a daily close above 107,000 would take Bitcoin places, but until then we remain patient and not forcing anything. So overall, the market is still in a good condition. The sentiments are good, but if there is a little bit of a panic situation, there can be a little bit of pullback. Just be mindful of that. And also, this is not financial advice. Take your time, and I'll see you soon.